What's up, what's up? Yeah, welcome back to the channel. Before we continue, if you are new to the channel, click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be the first to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Let's do this. So today I want us to talk about Mombasa, mostly the beaches. Not like the beaches, like the beaches, like not the beaches, like beaches, like beaches. Yeah, the ocean in simpler terms. My bad. So you've saved a lot of money. You want to go to Mombasa. So most people normally go to Mombasa so that they can see the Indian Ocean, maybe some sites, but mostly it's because of the Indian Ocean. So in this video, I want us to talk about some of the things you should know when you're going to the beach. Like, for some people it's the first time to go there. Maybe you've never been there before, you're overwhelmed, all that. And most people end up making mistakes and they end up having the worst first experience in Mombasa. So here are some of the things you should know when you're going to the beach. So 1, never go to the beach alone. This is basically just for security purposes. You have a lot of mateja there. Yeah, a lot can basically happen. So it's advisable you go with a person you trust, maybe a friend, family, or So, and basically even when in the waters, try when you're getting in the beach, like, don't be alone. Just go in with a friend, or if the friend is not getting into the waters, just maybe he'll be checking up on you, like where you are swimming, or So this is basically just for security purposes. Another mistake which many people make, mostly the ladies, you're in the waters, you know how to swim, but because of that feeling, you're overwhelmed. So you have a roller now, like those things that people take so that they can't sink. And then once you get in the water, maybe you find a guy tells you like, yo mwana, nitakufunza kuswim kidogo, tuingie hivi kwa maji kidogo. So the mistake which a lot of people make, you trust those beach guys and those beach boys. And let me tell you, I've heard of instances where the beach boys take you deep into the waters. Like, maybe you've trusted them, you feel you're safe with them, but most of them, I've heard of cases where they end up raping those ladies, and apparently some are HIV positive. So I wouldn't advise you to let those beach boys to show you how to swim. Don't trust those guys. Just go have fun on your own. You leave them there anyways. So I'm sure 90% of us, when we were growing up, we must have had something like, Mombasa kuna majini, Mombasa kuna mashetani, such things. I don't want to comment much on that, but one thing I know, these things are in this world. So there's this story during the Ramadan season, it's not advisable to go to the beach. I heard of such stories until I met one lady, and she was a neighbor. And then she was trying to explain to me why during Ramadan you shouldn't go to the beach. And this is what she told me. Some people, people live all types of lives. Some people have those genies in their houses. So apparently, during the Ramadan season, it's like a holy time, it's a holy season. Those genies can't live in the houses, so they are sent outside the houses. So once they are sent there, so they are all over the streets, they're all over, and so mostly where they go to are the beaches. And it's very, very often during the Ramadan season you'll hear maybe a body has been found floating in the waters, maybe someone is missing, such stories. So I wouldn't advise you to go to the beach during Ramadan, but yeah, you can go at your own risk. Another thing, don't go into the deep waters if you are not a very very good swimmer. And by a very very good swimmer, I don't mean like you know how to swim in the swimming pool. Okay, you see, the swimming pool and the ocean are two different things. You realize the densities of the waters, like we have a lot of differences. So you may be a good swimmer in the swimming pool, but trust you me, in the ocean, that counts. It doesn't count at all. So if you are a good swimmer, maybe in the swimming pool, just swim in the shallow end of the waters, but don't go into the deep waters unless you are a very very good swimmer. I've heard of cases of even people who are very very good at swimming, but even in the ocean, and once they're in the deep waters, they sink. So it isn't advisable to go to the deep waters. So I can remember in 2016, I was a second year by then. So I can remember of a rumor that was circulating in my school, like bahari inataka mtu. So yeah, I've heard of such stories, like the ocean wants a person, like you're told during that time, don't go to the ocean, bahari inataka mtu. And once you hear of such a rumor, don't go to the beach. If you hear bahari ataka mtu, bahari itachukua mtu. So don't be that mtu, don't be that person. So yeah, I remember in school there were such rumors, and yeah, every now and then you'd find like, okay, because in my school, if a student would die, you'd find there at the gate people changaring, or maybe something has been kept as a notice. So I can remember every time first years would join, after a few weeks you would see like 3 of them had died in the ocean. And mostly those times is when you'd hear like those rumors of bahari inataka mtu. So if you hear like bahari inataka mtu, don't go, please don't go. Okay, maybe you're in Mombasa now for the first time and you're wondering, which beach do I want to go? Like, we have a lot of beaches. We have a lot of beaches. So maybe which one is the best? Okay, maybe I can tell you a few facts about these beaches. Okay, Pirates or Kenyatta Beach is one of the popular beaches we have. Okay, that's the safest beach you can go to, but there are usually a lot of people. So yeah, if you don't love congestion, and don't go to Pirates. But we have other beaches which are safe and they are good too. We have Mombasa Beach, which is just there, not very far from Pirates. We have the Nyali Beach, which is interconnected with the Mombasa Beach. So these are other good beaches that you can try out. Those beaches, we don't have a lot of congestion. They are safe, but they are not safer like now the Pirates, the Kenyatta Beach. So I would advise you can go to either of those. We also have other beaches in the small beaches for the villagers, but those ones I wouldn't advise you to go. But we have other beaches even in the south coast. We have Shelly Beach, and we have other beaches. We also have the Diani Beach. The Diani Beach is a very very good beach. It's actually one of the cleanest beaches in Africa, and the bad thing about Diani Beach is that it's very deep. 2 steps into the waters and you're already like the water is reaching you here. So, but it's a very good place. It's very clean. It's like international standard beach. So yeah, so I would advise you to go to either of those. The only thing with the south coast beaches, now you have to cross the ferry, and the issues that come about with crossing the ferry. Yeah, but anyway, you can try it out. Maybe you are at the beach and now you want to keep your luggage, and now you're wondering, are these people, will my things get stolen when I leave them with these people? Okay, what I know about those people is that those people who are there at the beaches, like who keep your luggage, most of them are very professional. Even if you give them, like, even if you have, maybe you have an expensive phone, whatever you have in your pockets, most of them are very professional, as long as you'll pay them afterwards. The most we charge either 100 shillings, 50 shillings, depending on what you have. So just trust them, you can leave your luggage with them, I've few issues. I've never heard of any of my friends where like their items got stolen after leaving them to those people. But anyway, it's a risk. But yeah, I've never heard of any issues. Most of them do it as a business, and yeah, they are very professional. So you just maybe you leave your luggage, they'll charge you like 100 shillings. If you're taking like that prowler, yeah, maybe you will pay 50 shillings. Yeah, and you go and have fun. So most of them are very professional. They don't steal. So I can advise you to leave, but anyway, at your own risk. I don't know how true this is, but some people say that the ocean, the salty water, is good for your skin. Maybe if you have skin infections or skin diseases. Yeah, I've heard of such a story, but I don't know the truth of it. So if you have maybe skin issues, maybe you can try out that water. Maybe you never know. I've heard of it, but as I've said, I don't know the truth about it. But you can try it out if you have those issues. Okay, maybe you are the kind of person who is like waterphobic, or you want to go to the ocean but you don't want to swim, like you just want to have a good view. So you have several options. You can just go to the beach, maybe you hire a seat, get your soda, get your drink, and you just enjoy the view. But we have other places where you can go and you can have the same kind of comfort, or even a better comfort. This is like not like going to those hotels. Yeah, we have other options. You can go to Mama Ngina waterfront, and whoa, that's a great place. A place where you just go and hang out. Yeah, you are seeing the ship. Actually, when you are there at the Mama Ngina front, all the ships that are getting into Kenya, yeah, you'll see them passing through there. So yeah, it's a good place. Yeah, it was just like constructed like a year ago by the Sultan. So yeah, it's a good place to hang out. You can take your better half there and have a good view of the ocean, have a good view. Yeah, you have a good view. And the ferry is just there. You can decide maybe to take a ride, and then you see the water as well. Yeah, so these are some of the options you have if you are that kind of person. You just want to see, but you just don't want to get. I've heard of people who have that kind of fear. So yeah, there's room for you too. Another thing you can try out when you're in Mombasa, maybe you can take a boat ride, but you also have kayaking. I don't know if you've heard of kayaking before, but this is once in a kind experience. Like, it's a very great experience. Like kayaking, the kayaking, you are riding, you're in like a small boat, and then you are riding, and then the waves, and they carry you. Like, it's a very good experience. So if you are that kind of adventurous person, the risk taker, you can try out kayaking. Yeah, for kayaking, we have a place known as Chuda Water Sports. So that's the best place where you'll get your kayaks. Each kayak is around 500 shillings in about an hour, but you'll have once in a lifetime experience. I would advise you to try out that. Yeah. So is there anything you feel like I've left out? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you are new to the channel, manzi, just subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload the next video. So as I'm about to end this vlog, okay, let me end it with a small story. I can remember it was either in my second or third year. Yeah, it was like those times you've done, like you had a heck of a semester, like the units were, they were quite, that semester was a good one. The units were so, yeah, you understand what I'm saying. So we've just done our last paper, and najua venye like wasi hujiachilia after paper ya mwisho, like now like you're now waiting for the next semester, like now the stress is over. So I had a few of my classmates, so they decided to have the first experience in the beach. Like ani wase wa kuchana kufanya nini kamzinga pale. So so they went to Pirates ya Kenyatta Beach. So definitely wako maybe na kamzinga pale, and as I've said, hao ni watu kuchana chana nini. So they decided to chana there at the Pirates Beach. And whoa. So these are story I normally hear. I wasn't there. So my guys are like chanaing, they are chanaing. So it's around like it's like 2-3 a.m. They've been there like since 10 p.m. Yeah, that's how they decided to end the semester. And one of my good friends, like when they in just process, he just like wakes up. He wakes up and then he says like, guys, manze, naona majini yangu yakiniita, acheni manze mi niishie. So like they are like here, and you see like when they are chanting, like they are seated, they can just see the waters there. So this guy like just wakes up, and then he starts getting into the waters. He starts getting like close to the waters until he reaches the waters. So the others are like, I guess they were in that zone, and then they are like, what is this guy doing? So my guy stands there at the waters, and he starts like he's conversing with someone. He stands there for a long time, and then he gets into the water a little bit. And then my guys are just like they're just in the zone, man. Like they're just there. They're just there, and they're just looking at this guy. Like they're not calling him, they're just looking at him. And then they're just like, okay, they say like, set walikuwa wameshtuka or anything, walikuwa tu just like in the zone, like wanashindwa rada ya msee ni gani rien. So jamaa like ako hapo tu kwa maji kiasi, alafu he just comes to them, and then he comes telling them, majini yangu yalikuwa yameniita, lakini nimeamua sitaenda nayo. So that's how I heard that story. And then we were like asking this guy, what were you seeing? Were you hallucinating? What was up? And so that's a story like, it was a very, very, very funny story. So would you love to hear fast info from the horse's mouth? If you would, just let me know in the comments down below. And once like a few of you have commented and like, yeah, you want to hear how the story was from him directly, I'll convince him and I'll bring him here. And we're going to ask him questions like, tell me what you'd love to ask him. And he's going to explain to us like what he was seeing, what was in his mind. Was he hallucinating? Was he seeing like maybe a girl they are talking to him? Yeah, we'll ask him all these questions. So just let me know in the comments below. And once a few of you have subscribed, I'm bringing him right here, and he'll tell us everything. So that's the end of my vlog. What did you think about the vlog? Or let me know in the comments. Would you love me to do more of this? Would you want me maybe to change the topic? Any other topic you'd love me to handle? Maybe based on maybe the destinations, maybe Mombasa. And yeah, I'll be free to share that information. So keep subscribed, share the video, share the channel. Yeah, like the video. Yeah, and let's do this. So see ya. Thank you.